Hey, more knuckleheads. Hey, Jamin, brother, how you doing, man? Good seeing you. Hey, Ronald, how y'all doing, man? Hope y'all can hear me good. Um, I've been looking into a few stories lately that came across my news feed, and there are some things that just don't make sense, you know. And so when a story don't make sense, you know, in the biker community, hey, process, how you doing, brother? And like I said, I'm always looking for stories in the black community that just don't make sense, you know. And I'm looking for it. I look and I see shit. And me and a couple of good friends have sat there and, hey, Rob, brother, how you doing, man? Good seeing you. You know, like I said, things just don't make sense. And I look into it, you know, and I've sat there and I came across these stories a couple of weeks ago about a couple of weeks ago. And with things going on with my head, you know, and my heart and my health and stuff like that, and other things going on, I just haven't felt qualified enough yet to do it. Um, my health has taken a downturn temporarily, but I'm working day by day to get better. Um, I'm in no big hurry. I made promises to y'all that I get better, and I'm going to take my time doing it. But one of the things that gets me is that the news media is following the narrative. You know, just like if we were sitting here, say we're in a biker club, okay, just because we have a patch on our back and something goes wrong, does that mean we are guilty? Hey, Paul, how you doing, brother? You know, are we guilty because we were in the same area? Do we as bikers get blamed because someone farted too loud in the library? I mean, that's one thing that gets, you know, is the fact that these fucking pedestant, twat waffle media news bitches always throw the narrative that just because we are bikers, whether we have a one piece patch, two-piece patch, three-piece patch, well, I know process. You love the pretty pictures. You read by braille, but you know, I like it. I've been catching these stories, you know, and I don't understand that narrative, especially when there's no proof of it. You know, bitches sit there and say, "Oh well, you know, just because he was there in the same area, that means he's guilty." This has been going on for many years. There are dates where it's hell to be a biker, hell to be a truck driver. But yet, nothing moves without the truck drivers. The food you get on your plate moved by a truck driver. The furniture you got in your house, truck driver. The tools you got, truck driver. Your sex doll when your wife is out having happy hour at the local saloon, truck driver. See, just because we're bikers don't mean that we're evil. Don't mean that we are sitting here plotting to destroy everybody. If you're on a ship, hundreds of people, one person gets sick. Is everybody at fault? That's how the narrative is with these fucking news media bitches. Hey Tito, how you doing, brother? Yep. But see, like I said, there's some things that just don't make sense, and I'm one that will call it out. You know, if something don't make sense, I'm always looking into it. I'm always sitting here bringing shit up. And hey, Big Easy, how you doing, bud? I'm always looking into it. If something don't make sense, I dig deep. I look into every aspect of that person's narrative. I look into the truth. If what they are saying is true, then yeah, I will say it. But if their shit don't match, you better believe I'm calling that shit out too. If a biker does wrong, yeah, I'll call it. If a biker does right, I'll definitely call it. I'm right in the middle. I'm straightforward. I don't play sides. I'm not here to put down our brotherhood. I'm not here to sit there and put false narratives out there. I'm here to tell you the truth. I call it how it is the way it is. One thing that gets me right now is the fact that there's one thing that got me was more for clickbait than anything else. But even with clickbait, there is some sort of truth out there in that mix. But the narrative is still wrong because just because a person belongs to a biker club And he's trying to earn a living. He's trying to sit there. Hey, Chad, how you doing, brother? Well, come on in. Come on in. Y'all welcome anytime. You know that. Us bikers, we sit there and we earn a living. We are lawyers. We are doctors. We are, I hope, not police officers. Those bitches. Thank you. I don't care for the fucking pigs. Like I said, one thing that I don't understand, just because we're outside riding bikes, riding our scooters down the road, don't mean we're bad. Yeah, there are some bad apples that sit there and take the whole backer, hey, dragon, sweetheart, that takes the whole backer BS and ruins it. But one thing, so one thing that got me was that I came across a story the other day that just kind of blew me away a little bit. It stated, well, let me bring it up real quick so that way I'm properly doing this justice. Um, a brutal fate of a Hells Angels who lost $300 million in drugs. Now, one thing that got me was they sat there and said that he was set on fire. I'm going to get into that real quick because, like I said, it just don't make sense, and that's where the clickbait was at because that got my attention. Anything that just doesn't seem right, I'm going to catch it. I'm going to look into it. I want to get the right stories out. I want to sit there and not bring up the narrative of one side or the other. I respect all our biker brothers and sisters out there. No matter what patch you got on, whether you're a Diamond Club member, independent, like some of our followers are, and no clubs, I don't care for the douchebags that are sitting there putting us in bad name. They know who they are. I even followed a couple of them for a while until they chewed their own ass. They showed who they really was. They sold their own ass. against our brotherhood. I don't care for that. Let's see if I can do this again. All right. As it states, Australian bikie Luke Cook sentenced to death in Thailand over drug smuggling charges. All right. A Perth member of the notorious Hells Angels and his wife have been sentenced to death in Thailand for trying to smuggle in half a ton of crystal meth to Australia. Luke Cook, 34, and his wife, uh, his Thai wife, Kenyarat, whatever the fuck. If y'all could pronounce that shit, let me know. Were arrested at Bangkok's airport, whatever the fuck that is. Now, 2015 to smuggle in an estimated $300 million worth of crystal meth. $300 million. Hey, Susie, sweetheart. Hey, Daniel, how you doing, man? Now, like I said, $300 million. $300 million. No, that is a lot of money. That's a whole lot of money right there. $300 million. But wait, it gets better. Thai court has sentenced the couple to death, expected to commuted to life in prison. Here's their mugshots. Here he is. Friends had told Nine News that he was framed. Luke is a family man who loves his kids, once said. When it first happened, he did everything he could to try to get them out of the country. He is innocent. All right. Cook is accused of coordinating the movement of the drugs from China to Thailand on board a yacht. The shipment was dumped on the south side of or southeastern side of Thai province, Chonburi. Beautiful area, by the way. About 50 kilograms of drugs, or however that is, divided up into four sacks, later washed ashore. The Maiprim Beach Beef Larry again, like I said, nice bike. Authorities in Thailand claim Cook was paid 10 million by the Hells Angels to store the drugs for later shipment to Australia. Okay, now that's $10 million right there. $100 million by the Hells Angels. I hear you there, Susie. Like I said, by the Hells Angels. Don't make sense whatsoever. 10 million. And just up a minute ago, the amount of drugs 300 million. All right. Cook and his wife ran a boat importation business. Global, Global Marine Solutions. And the police claimed that they had ties to Sydney based Hells Angels drugs identity Wayne Schneider, who was murdered in Thailand in November 15. Now, this is a different part of the story. Schneider was believed to have paid Cook the money to smuggle in 500 kilograms of crystal meth into Thailand. Cook, his Ferrari, his lady, this beautiful child. Now, let's see here real quick. All right. Needless to say, these two were found not guilty. These guys were not found guilty. The Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade is providing consular assistance to an Australian Thailand. Owing to our privacy obligations, we will not provide further comment. The federal police also told Nine News in a statement that is briefed that the matter of the Cook's arrest in Thailand. See, if a person was to sit there and lose $300 million. Do you think that person would be living? If you have $300 million, or could afford to lose $300 million, do you think that person would be living? Let's get to the other part of the person. Let's see if I get this the right one, because I don't want to put the wrong part up. All right, let's see if I got this one completely done up. Yeah, like I said, if you sit there and lose $300 million, is that going to be looking good for you? Let's see if I got this one right. All right, now remember the extradition, the murder. This guy has more. That guy has, this dude is the one that's responsible for said murder. And like I said, this is something that did not make sense. And when I came across it, I sat there and I looked. It took me about 2 days to find all of this shit, because the original story sat there and had actors, had people that did not. Hi, Susie. Have a good night, hon. Talk at you later. A man has been extradited from Thailand and charged over his alleged role in the 2014 murder of Sydney father in the inner streets. Bradley Dillon, 25, was lured to his death via text message while trying to settle uh, meager debt for his sister. Dillon had been chasing repayment of 2 grand his sister had lent to a member of this Secret of St. Michael Fight Club. He was stabbed at least 4 times and shot 3 times after descending the stairs in an underground parking lot. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. Detectives traveled to Thailand to formally extradite Bagnado, who was since arrived back in Sydney, who was taken to Mascot Police. Bagnado will appear in Parramatta, Bale County. See, Bagnado is the one that, from what I had read, I don't remember. I don't have that page, but Bagnado and Cook were on the same boat, and their same ties to the drugs. Today is a result that could have been achieved without the ongoing support and assistance of international law enforcement, particularly the Royal Thai Police and Australian Federal Police. Antonio Bagnado, on, uh, he was extradited on charges of murder. The report inadvertently included an image of a man, Tony Bagnado, who was a different person to the accused and has connections with the matters is subject to report. There's got to be more than that shit. You fuck nuts. I don't understand this shit. I gotta get. I don't have more of the deals, but like I said, Luke Cook was found not guilty of the charges. He was set free with his wife. Anthony Bagnado, from the stories that I had found, when he got back to Australia, he disappeared. Does that mean that he's innocent? Or was he the one that was guilty? Was he taken care of? I will get more of the story to this later. I don't have all of the paperwork on this. Like I said, they're accusing the Angels, our brothers, of doing this shit just because Luke Cook wore their patch. They're putting our brotherhood in the shit show. The narrative is not good. I'm tired of seeing our brotherhood get destroyed because of the narrative of the freaking news media. Between the news media and the freaking pigs, Backers have no chance. We as bikers needs to stand up together. I'm gonna see it right now. Hey, XS brother, good seeing you, man. Long time no see. Man, it's always good to see a good brother, man. I miss you, man. You know how to get a hold of me anytime you need to get a hold of me. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna say this right now. And I want all of our brothers and sisters that are on the road right now to listen close. I don't care if you belong to a club. I don't care if you're a one percenter. I don't care if you're a mom and pop riding club. I don't care if you're independent, no club. We need to sit here and put this shit down. We need to sit there and unite as a brotherhood like it originally was intended for. Most of these clubs that are fighting each other have no clue what the fuck they're fighting for because they were not even alive when most of this shit took place. They're fighting over bullshit reasons. Hey, Brooke, brother, how you doing, man? We as a brotherhood needs to get off of our asses, put this shit down, put this little baby shit squabbling to rest because we have bigger shit to fight for right now. We've got a deeper mess to fry. We need to start getting our asses off of our asses. Start walking with pride. We are a band of brotherhood. We are the biggest family in the fucking world. We all get together for the same fucking cause. We travel down the same roads. We enjoy freedom. The government hates that. News media exploits that. This is Mother Earth. It's big enough for every one of us's needs, not everyone's greed. The dumbass backers, if you will, that are greedy, that are causing all this shit, giving us real backers, true backers, true brotherhood believers, a bad name. We need to stand up as one brotherhood, one heartbeat, one collective. We are the machine that runs this world. We are supposed to be a brotherhood. We, as backers, are supposed to have gotten together because we are the outcasts of society. We don't fit into their narrative. We don't follow their suit. We void warranties every day. We don't sit there and follow suit from the homeowners groups. We don't sit there and follow the sheep. We eat the sheep for breakfast. Bagnado gave me an idea. And like I said, this is going to be part one of this story because I will get the rest of what happened at a later date, and I'll probably do this tomorrow. Bagnado had a fight club. We need that in our brotherhood. Where we can go in, no matter what cut you got on, take it out in the ring. You take it in the ring. Once that fight is done, whoever wins, wins. You walk away, whatever bullshit is done, over with, never to be brought back up. If you're a loser, take it like a man. You're a fucking biker. Hey, Miss Luck, how you doing, sweetheart? Like I said, McDonald had it good. Had it. He gave us or gave me a good idea. That'd be something that I'd look into. Get an old warehouse. Get a whole bunch of people together. Sit here and get some warehouses throughout. And make a fight rings, with it. Fight clubs. But there's one rule. You can wear your cut, but if you are not in that ring, everything stays neutral. We can be brothers. We can be sisters. We can be one of the biggest families in the world. Which we are. We are the biggest family in the world. Motorcycles have been all over this world many times over. So why not be proud of that? Why not take pride in that? That every aspect of this world, we've got motorcyclists. There's a lady right now called Itchy Boots. She's traveled the world several times on motorcycles. There's bikers all over the world traveling the world, even some of the most hostile areas. Why not start taking pride in that, bitches? Fuck you and your turf wars. This planet is big enough for everybody, but not enough for your greeds. That's what's killing our community is greed. Fights that most of you dumbasses don't even know where it began. The truth has been so bastardized it don't even make sense anymore. Start getting that out of your head and start putting it where it needs to be. Take pride in the fact that you're a brotherhood, that you're in the biggest family in the world. Start taking pride in that, bitches. Start taking pride that you sit there and you're on your twos or threes. You're out there in the wind, being free, loving life, being who you are, not fitting into society's narrative, not being one of them sheep bitches. I'm not scared to tell you how it is the way it is. I don't care how bad you think you are, I'll still stand my ground. I'd rather get my ass beat for being honest and truthful than to be liked for a lie. I'm not going to sit there and blow smoke up your ass and say it's windy. I'm going to say, hey, dude, here. I'm not going to piss on your shoes and say it's raining. I'm going to tell you why I'm pissing on your shoes. If that pisses you off, so be it. As I always say at the ending of my shows, is that no matter what cut you've got on, no matter what club you're in or no club, I've got a lot of independents that follow me. I don't look down on them. I got a lot of clubbers that follow me. I don't look down on them either. I do, however, look down on those dumbasses that are sitting there putting the narrative deeper than it should. I've always been told the best way to live is under the radar. I've lived my life that way. Many years, us backers have always flew under the radar. And there is still more bikers out there, more clubs that fly under the radar. You don't hear anything about it, but they're out there. You got some real hardcore, notorious one percenters out there that sit there and are under the radar because they're still old school. They still have those hardcore, true traditional values. The way it should be. With that being said, like I said, this is going to be the first. This is, like I said, the first because We need Ashar and Han. How you doing? This needs to be more discussed. Let me see here real quick. Let's go there. I'm going to try to do something real quick. It don't matter. But like I said, I am so tired of a false narrative against our brotherhood. I'm tired of sitting there seeing bitches going out there using our brotherhood for clickbait. They only tell half truth at best. So every time I see that, I dig deeper into it. The story that I just showed you guys about Luke Cook, Anthony Bignato, the original story. When I first looked into these names, they were actors and had nothing to do with the Angels whatsoever. It wasn't for the fact that I sat there and I'm diligent with my work. And I enjoy looking into shit like this. There'd be a lot more clickbait and more of the narrative would be there. Like I said, the original story said that Luke Cook and his wife was set on fire for losing $300 million worth of meth. But in the story, they were set free. They were released after all this shit, all this court, all this jail time that they were serving. Because they were not guilty. So, with that being said, I need to run. My head is killing me. I'm still not feeling 100%, but I love y'all. No matter what branch of service you're in, whether it be Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, National Guards, Army, hoorah. You got our support, you got our love, you got our respect. It don't matter what cut you've got on, whether it be a diamond club, mom and pop riding club, no club. You've got our love and our support here. You got our respect. We are a brotherhood, the biggest fucking family in the world, the best family in the world. I was basically born into this brotherhood. That's why I'm so passionate about it. For when I was a kid, going through hell, the diamond patch is one thing that I always seen. The one thing that I remember the most. They came in, saved me. They took me in to protect me. I grew up in this community. I didn't wait until mom and dad sold their ass so that they could afford me a motorcycle. Nah, I've earned every motorcycle I've ever had. I've earned my cuts. I've earned my scars. Same with thousands of others. We didn't have mom and dad go out and spend their credit cards to buy a 30, 40,000, $50,000 motorcycle or a $500,000 Arlen Ness piece of shit. Or $1 million plus Orange County piece of crap. Most of us earned our rides. Most of us grew up in it. We got into this brotherhood because we don't fit into society. We take the bull by the horns and we own our streets. We own our lives. We are free. We live free. We love free. We do what the fuck we want to, however we want to do it, because we're free. But 99% of us do respect others. It's just that 1% within the 1% that makes it dirty. The other thing is that burns my ass is that we've got a Leo club that's acting like a 1% club. The Iron Order is a Leo fucknut club filled with twat waffles, knuckleheads, drag bitches. They're acting like one percenters. They break the law all the time, but yet when they get caught, they throw out their damn badges. They're, oh well, we're doing this because of this. Da, da, da. No, fuck you. You bitches are trying to be like us, and it's failing. How could we trust you pigs when you guys break the law and then you throw your little tin badges up, sit there and say, oh, well, this is us, we're doing this because of whatever. No, can't do that shit. It's like I said, you can't walk with God and dance with the devil at the same time. It don't fit. Hey, Ronald, how you doing, brother? But I'm going to start. I'm going to do another story about the Iron Order. Because see, one of the things that got me is one of the founding little bitches is from the Secret Service. Why would a Secret Service form biker club? The only thing I can think is to have more people infiltrate the biker clubs, to have more of the fuzz sitting there infiltrating, like Christie and several of the others that I can name, that are writing books of how they infiltrated our brotherhood and took down several people that they called brother, that they earned whatever. Pay for their motorcycles, their cuts, their lies, their bullshit. Taxpayers pay for that shit. Their food, their lodging, when they're put in the uh, what's that word? Uh, Witness protection program bullshit because they got found out. We pay for that. I'm going to do a story on that probably this week, next week, depending. But I'm going to finish looking into it uh, because this is something that needs to be brought out as well. And for those that know, I am not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not Willy Wonka, so don't expect me to do such. I'm not Dunkin' Donuts, so don't ask anything for sweet, sugar coated. If you like me, great. I respect that. You come in with respect, I'll give you respect. You come in like a douchebag, I will treat you just as such. Don't matter who you are, how bad you think you are. Trust, key word, first and foremost in anyone's life. Loyalty, second. Respect, integrity, honor. Those are what we live by. Most of us still hold to those codes of the old school ways. I myself am old school. I will continue to be old school. I will die old school because that's the best. I do follow the new times, sort of, but I still prefer to be old school. Respect, honor, trust, loyalty, integrity all still mean something to me. With that being said, love y'all. Night. Peace. I may do live tonight. I'm not sure, depending on how bad I'm feeling. I may do it tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling. I've been taking a break because I gave my word. I'm not going to push myself. As you guys see, I still do not have the Guardian name back on my title. I won't for a while until I know that I'm ready. Until I get the clear to put Guardian back in my name. May your day be filled with a blessed road. May the curves you take be epic. May the views you see be of a lifetime. May the memories you share be golden. May your tank always be filled. May the wind always be in your favor. Pick a road, travel. Pick a road without a real destination. Just pick up and go. Well, oh yeah, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Brooke. And may your pipe always be filled with good old Mother Earth's wholesome weed. Marijuana is not the cabbage or devil's cabbage. It is not a illegal substance. It is not a dangerous drug. It is not a gateway drug except for to the munchy owl. There's many of us that smoke it because we have to in order to deal with the pain to relax us. Our great father created that for us with Mother Earth. So that way we could use it for medical purposes. There's thousands of reasons why weed is so beneficial. There's so many uses for it. Clothing, medicine, paper. There is use for it all. The only paper meth has ever used is $100 bill. You can't make shit with that except for disaster. Man-made drugs you can't do shit with. Now the coke plant itself, yes, you can use that. But anyway, with that being said, we love you guys. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate y'all. If you're new here and you find yourself offended by what I say, sorry for your damn luck. Mm-hmm. But if you are not offended by what I say and you find out what, you find what I say is good, and you enjoy it, please make sure you hit that like and all the other BS, the scrabbling bullshit. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you subs. Um, I have a lot that I don't hear from, but I know they're there. I love you guys. Even you guys that are trolls that are sitting there lurking to see what kind of shit you can get. Well, I'm going to leave with this just for the trolls. If you want to come up on panel and bitch all that shit, go ahead. But see, trolls, I'm going to tell you like it is. Fuck you. Have a day you deserve. Hell, that's it. Cinye, wahan,